So the latest global drug survey shows that more people are drinking but then have regrets about it afterwards. The focus for this year was on how much people are consuming alcohol and if they had any regrets about it. Some of the reasons people have regrets include mixing their drinks, drinking too fast and spending time with people who drink a lot. For more on this, we're joined by Dr. Keith Scott from the South African Drug Policy Initiative. Thank you very much for your time this afternoon. Do we know perhaps how the survey was conducted, firstly?
Good afternoon, thank you. Yes, well, the Global Drug Survey has been initiated by a professor of psychiatry in London, and it's been running for several years. And it's put out globally every year. We're helping with it from our side, from the South African Drug Policy Initiative and other bodies, to put it out and ask people to log on to the website globaldrugsurvey.com and complete the questionnaire, which is totally anonymous. And that's how this information gets through. South Africa was involved for the first time last year, and then we're requesting that people complete the questionnaire for the 2021 survey.
It might seem obvious, but when we say drunk, somebody is drunk, what are we talking about?
Somebody is drunk?
Yeah.
Well, there are various definitions. The one that's used here in this context is people who we would classify as extremely drunk. They have difficulty getting their thoughts together, communicating, possibly walking, driving a car. So their alcohol levels would be pretty high. It's not someone who's just had a couple of drinks and is feeling a bit more relaxed from taking those drinks.
Seeing that for some people, this is something that is very enjoyable, yet they have regrets, as the survey points out. How can people avoid that situation, getting to a point where you regret having drunk so much?
Well, they have to avoid the factors that make them drink more, and the survey has found that certain things do. I think you covered them. Drinking too fast is one of the most important ones. Mixing your alcohol with other drugs, which is an absolute no-no. You should never mix one drug with another because you don't know what the combined effects will be. And mixing your drinks, the reason that is not because different drinks have different effects. Different alcoholic drinks have different effects. It's not because of that. It's because you can't measure how much alcohol you're getting because you're mixing, say, beer with shooters, etc., which have different concentrations. And one of the other ones, obviously, is who you drink with. If you drink with people who are drinking a lot, generally you tend to drink more, which is basically peer pressure. And those are the main reasons.
What has the survey found when it comes to people seeking emergency medical treatment after having drunk?
Well, the survey found that more women than men seek treatment. We haven't worked out why that is exactly the case. There are theories why. And also which drugs people take that makes them call for help, emergency service. And those drugs tend to be, heroin is one of the main ones, tic is another one, and alcohol's also there, and a few other drugs. So the ones that, the most potent drugs tend to precipitate the most calls for emergency help, which is not really surprising.
Dr. Keith Scott from the SA Drug Policy Initiative, thank you very much for your time.